Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com.
Live from Rome, Italy, it's Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
What's up, everybody?
Woo!
I am Johnny Rizzo, and you're watching or you're listening to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. And we are in Rome, Italy right now. And if you can see behind us, we have St. Peter's Square.
We do.
Right?
We do. We got American Pope now. It's like, hey,
American
what's happening,
Pope.
man? What's happening?
That's right. And we got Mr. Johnny Macaluso with us. If you go to Italy and you're friends with John Macaluso, you have to call him and say, listen, I'm coming to Italy. Got to see you, brother.
Exactly.
Now, me and John have been friends for a long time, right?
We've been friends for a long time. Want to talk about the history?
The history. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me tell you, it was amazing.
Wait, wait, hold on. You got me all fucked up now.
We met a long time ago. We met on actually 7th grade when we really hung out. Was
Yes.
a skiing school skiing.
I got lucky.
You got lucky.
I was the only one that got lucky.
Everybody
That's
else was
right.
playing with G.I. Joe, but
That's
Johnny
right.
Boy got really lucky.
That's right, Spaulding.
Yeah.
Right, Spaulding.
That's what they tell me. But I remember, yeah.
I probably did nothing and just think I got lucky. That's probably after 7th grade.
But amazing to have you here, man.
Now, no, amazing to be here with Johnny Macaluso, man. We've been friends since the 7th grade, like you said. And, you know, watching him go through life right now, all the achievements that you have. You played in TNT, one of my favorite bands, and we got a great story for that. When you became the drummer for TNT, immediately I called him up and said, Johnny, man, that's my favorite band.
He said, we got to go out and celebrate.
And we
so
did.
What I did for the celebration, I'm like, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm in TNT. They still never asked me to join. I think it was 25 years ago. I still don't know if I was.
Are
in the
they
band.
still around now? Or?
3 albums. I have no idea. They break up every week. It's like, oh, okay. The TNT broke up. Okay. Again. But yeah, so the celebration was me and you went out. We went to Jack in the Box. I go, Johnny, man, I'm going to show you something incredible.
I was surprised. I never knew about the curly fries.
The curly fry with cheese. I introduced Johnny Boy here to the curly fry with cheese.
And it was amazing. I got to tell you, it was the best I've had in my life. Unbelievable. And from then on, I got fatter and fatter. I blame you. I blame John Macaluso for me. For this. All right.
It's partly my fault.
Partly
my fault.
But you went on, man, and you became the drummer for TNT. You came out with that awesome album. You had that one drum solo, 100 1,000 years, it was called?
No, that's Peter Criss.
No, what was yours?
I'm not the cat.
What was your drum solo called?
My drum solo, what?
You had a drum solo, right?
Yeah, always.
Called?
No, that's my solo record called Pretzel.
Oh, Pretzel. He has a solo album out. Which
solo
is
album, yeah.
fucking killer, man. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Me and Dawn downloaded it on the way back from, where were we? Up in Venice. On the way back from Venice, we listened to some John Macaluso over here.
I said, if you come to Italia, you got to come visit me. So amazing. Johnny Boy and his girlfriend have been all over. Everybody's following their vacation, but the coolest thing is they actually changed their vacation dates to come and hang with me.
Absolutely,
it's unbelievable.
We did.
We did. That's friendship.
Because we were supposed to go to Florence right now. And then we go to Pisa.
You know what? I'll buy you the video. Or you can. It's like my mother used to say. Don't go to the concert. Stay home. You can watch it on TV.
Right.
So anyway, I'm so happy. I'm flattered that you
said
came
you were available today, and I know you're doing a lot of recording. So we came here, and then we don't know if we're going to leave here yet. Or might go to where we going, Tuscany or Florence on Wednesday. We don't know what we're doing.
Next trip.
That's the greatest part about this trip. This was supposed to be a cruise.
Well, the crazy thing about life is I came here. I've been to Italy many times before, but the reason I live here, it's crazy. It's like a sailor without a ship.
There you go.
I came to Italy to do a gig, and then I had friends. John, come hang out here. We'll do a gig. I slept on the couch. I did the couch tour. Sometimes I did a hotel. Sometimes I did this. Before I know it, I just never went home. And I've been here for 13 years. But I called my mama. 13 years.
13 years, wow.
I called my mom. I said, Mom, because all my stuff is stored in her attic. I said, don't sell or don't get rid of my snare drums. You don't need those things. Those drums sound like a tin can. So she sold my vinyls to Mr. Cheapo for like 25 cents a piece. I had Beatles.
Mom!
Yeah, and now snare drums. You don't need those things. So hopefully, when I go back, I'm going back to Comac this month. I'm going to visit.
Right.
I hope my snare drums are there, man.
We'll hang out again.
We're definitely going to hang out then.
Absolutely.
Definitely. But thanks, man. Thanks for doing this. It's going to be great.
Absolutely, man.
Johnny Boy, incredible friend.
Speaking about snare drums, though, don't you have your own line of snare drums?
I do. I have a signature snare. The funny thing is, it's probably worth about $150, but depending on how you hit it and where you hit it, it's the best sound in the world. It's just one of those things. Sometimes that works, man.
I don't have a snare named after me.
I'm a horror film fanatic.
Yeah,
so
really?
I named my snare drum is called the Amicist.
Amicist.
The Amicist is the Omen and the Exorcist put together.
You know what's funny? I got a friend named Damien who's probably listening to the show.
Damien.
Right now. And every time I say Damien, I think of the Omen. I'm like, Damien.
This is a crazy story, man. So years ago, a long time ago, when I first came to Europe, I met someone I was hanging out with in England, right? And they lived in a college dorm, which was Surrey University. And if you ever seen the movie The Omen, the church where the father tried to stab Damien again, I had to pass it every night.
Really?
The real church. I was like, oh my God, it's The Omen. And I would run.
Little Damien, when you're running around a little cart there, and he knocks you off the ledge there and you fall down. I know.
Unbelievable.
Sick movie, man. But hey, I'm with Johnny Macaluso right here. We're going to get back with some more good interview here. We're hanging out in Rome, Italy. Johnny, what are we going to hear? Some Black Sabbath?
I want to hear Mob Rules.
Mob Rules. We'll be right back right after this.
Rocca Vaca, distilled 5 times in tailor-made copper stills from the finest Spanish Tempranillo grapes. Exceptional smoothness with a sophisticated fruit taste and is a unique organic and gluten-free vodka. Rocca Vaca, the vodka that rocks. Enjoy responsibly. A proud sponsor of the Motorcycle Mayhem radio show. Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's RIDINGCOUNSEL.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
All right, we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. I'm with Johnny Macaluso, longtime friend, awesome drummer, great bands he's been in. You've been in, TNT, Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yngwie J. Malmsteen to you.
Oh, sorry. Yngwie J. Is he a dick?
Here's the funny thing. The first phone call I got from Yngwie, he actually added the J. He's like, John? I said, yeah. This is Yngwie J. Malmsteen. I was like, oh, my God, to separate you from all the other Yngwie Malmsteens that call me. True story.
Oh, that Yngwie. Oh, I thought you were the other one. I'm sorry. Good. So how did you feel when you got that phone call, though? It's got to be, for Yngwie, he's one of the best guitar players in the world.
Ever.
And you got a phone call from Yngwie.
Yeah.
And asking you to be his drummer?
He said, I heard a song that you recorded. It's called Where the Winds Blow. And I had a band, Arc, many years ago.
Arc.
And Arc was a band that was due to frustration. I played in bands like TNT and Riot. Great bands.
You played in Riot?
Played in Riot.
I loved Riot, too. I didn't know you played in Riot.
And these were all great bands.
Yes.
Popular bands, doing good gigs. But I was on fire. I wanted to do my thing. So I said, you know what, man? I want my own band.
Right.
And I started Arc. And
you started Arc?
I started Arc.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was with people I met from Norway, right?
All right.
So we started the band. We did the first record, which was crazy. It was actually a demo. And we were the only band ever to get signed in a music store.
Really?
Walking around Oslo, me and a guitar player, we're walking in a music store, and he knew the record company guy who was like buying albums in a store. When we walked out, we were signed.
You had a contract.
We were signed. Anyway,
but it's not the same anymore, though, today. Is it the same?
It's a different world today.
It's a different world, right?
So Yngwie heard one of the songs, and he loved it. And he called me up, and it was like this. I'm Yngwie J. Malmsteen. John, I heard you on the song Where the Winds Blow. Is it you playing drums? I was like, what the hell does that mean? Is it me? Of course it's me playing drums. But
you dick!
What I loved about it, it was like instantly, he goes, can you be in Florida like in 5 days? I was like, yeah, I just got to pack my stuff. I was living in Queens. I'm like, I got to, let me see. I'll check my schedule.
You got to be a dick back.
I put my sneakers in a bag. I'm like, let's rock. So I land in Florida, and, you know, he picks me up. And
Yngwie picked you up himself.
Yngwie picks me up in his Ferrari.
His Ferrari?
We got a Ferrari. And we go to the studio. I throw all my drum stuff in there.
So you brought your drums with you on the plane?
No, I brought a thing called an octoban, which is a long drum, 6 inch. Remember the octoban? It's like a tube.
Yes.
Tube drum. And I bought the octoban because he sent me a demo on a CD. He sent a CD, and on the CD he wrote all songs written by, composed by, in magic marker,
Yngwie J. Malmsteen.
There was no more space left for the J. It was like Yngwie Malmsteen. Don't say the copyright. I understand, but one song was like an Indian style thing, like a sitar thing.
Ooh.
So I said, maybe if I use the octoband, it's going to be really cool, like a tabla. Bum, bum, bum. So I landed in Florida. I got the octoband under my arm. He goes, let's go. We'll put the stuff in the studio, then we'll go out.
Right.
After he said, hey, you cut your hair. He must have saw an old photograph. That was big to him.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I got the short hair now. So we go to the studio. We throw the stuff in. And he goes, let's go. We went out and drank for like 8 hours. And then he goes, let's go back to the studio. I'm like, why? We'll play some stuff. I'm like, play some stuff.
I'm fucking ham it up.
I mean, at the time I maybe I can play beep, 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 beep. I'm like this. I got to play some, maybe better to go to the hotel. No, let's go to the studio. We go to the studio and my octoband is in the middle of the floor, right? Octoband, it's a long drum like this and it's on the floor. Yngwie's looking at it, and he's got those like Eric Estrada mirrored shades from the 70s, like the glasses. You can't really see where he's looking, but I think he's looking at the octoband. The dude lunges across the floor. He runs with cowboy boots, and he kicks my octoband. Boom! It's from like 1971. Boom! The thing flies. I go, what the hell are you doing? I just met you. He goes, that drum is too small to play on my album. I need big drums. I was like, my God, we're in for it. He hands me the sticks. He goes, go play a drum solo. I'm like, he goes, okay, you got the gig. Let's go back to the bar. So, boom. I was like, yeah, I got the gig. That's the way it was.
Now, how long after that were you on tour?
What?
How long after that were you on tour?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years.
Yeah. And the good thing about playing with Malmsteen, you don't stop. It was like the old days of like you joining the, World War II. You go in the submarine and you go out in the submarine. So when we did, it's not like today's world. Like, we're going on tour. How many gigs? 8.5.
8.5.
It was like real tours. So I always had respect for Yngwie.
Absolutely.
But when I really had the respect was, we did the album, we wrote the album, we played, we recorded everything. Yeah, like
you're on the Yngwie album.
The album was called Alchemy, and we did it where they did Heaven and Hell, Black Sabbath, a place called Criteria in Miami, right?
Right.
There's so many stories to do with this, but really quickly, you're going to love this. It was like, okay, we did the record. Now we're going to go on tour. And when I really realized who I was playing for, it was like, we're down in Florida and they're packing all the gear into the truck. We're going to go on tour.
Right.
Big tour bus. The rider truck pulls up and I see they wheel all these amplifiers out, beat to shit. They're all broken up. And on the back of each amplifier, Yngwie J. Malmsteen. And I was like proud. I'm like, oh my God, I'm playing with Yngwie. Not the crazy man who's telling me, hey, you cut your hair, kicking my drum. So instantly there was respect.
That's awesome, man.
And that's the way it went, man. I mean, you realize you're playing for him, and this is a great Yngwie story. He's like, remember, like I had an idea to do something. No, that's not going to work. For example, I go, Yngwie, everybody wants to hear the instrumental shit from the first album, like Evil Eye, Evil Eye. He goes,
fucking great, yes.
He goes, no one wants to hear Evil Eye. So everybody goes home. In the morning, he comes in. Guys, gather around, everybody. I have an idea. I think we should do Evil Eye. I'm like, okay. Then I realized what's happening.
He's a douche.
You know what I mean? But it was a great experience. And
is that your greatest experience?
What was that?
Is that your greatest experience about being a drummer?
Meeting my wife.
Well, yeah.
Meeting my wife.
John wants to get laid tonight. That's what's going on there.
I'll be here all week. No, okay. Anyway, yeah, the greatest experience of being about a drummer. Oh man, you don't have to wake up early. And when people,
that's Bella.
Here's the thing in Italia. I live in Italy for 13 years, man. I came here to do a gig and I never left.
Right.
I never left. But the one thing about Italians, there's a reputation, like almost like, oh, Italians are kind of, they're lazy and they want siesta and all this. It's completely not true at all.
Right.
Because here's the reality. Like, I record a lot. That's my main gig, record albums. And usually it's like, John, we're going to pick you up tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm like, perfect. PM, right? Oh, John, you're so funny. They think I'm funny. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, okay, we'll make it a little later, 9:30. I'm like, 9:30? I got to play double bass at 9:30 in the morning. So the Italians, like, they're out of bed. I don't even know when they wake up.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So wait, there's always a story that you always told me that we've done other shows together before that you told us one story. I think is the best story ever with Ingve about how you're on tour with Ingve and you stopped at a truck stop and you bought the little horse Indians and cowboys.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's in the book. There's a book. It's a brilliant book. It's called As Above, So Below. And it's like, if you want to read a real rock star book, and they have it with, like Paul Stanley has, what do you call audio book, right? Okay. That's cool too. But the cool thing about this book, I got 7 pages, and I was light on
Really?
Ingve. I was light on Ingve. I got to be good. I said some of the really good stories and the fun, because in the end, man, it was an amazing experience. Right. But yeah, the book is As Above, So Below. And the story you're talking about is, what were we talking about again?
You were on tour.
Oh, the Cowboys and Indians.
The Cowboys and Indians, yeah. He's worse than me. He is. It was awesome.
There's a thing
I love this guy.
There's a thing here called the Auto Grill. You love the Auto Grill.
Auto Grill, love it.
Tell them about the Auto Grill.
Auto Grill's got everything you want in there, from pizza, burgers. You can buy wine. You can buy cheese, salami, kids' toys.
You can get salami.
It's like a Walmart in Italy, but smaller. It has everything you can even imagine in this place. Am I right, Bella? Yes. It's a truck stop.
So one night at Auto Grill somewhere, or like a truck stop, we were on tour, and I saw like a package of Cowboys and Indians equipped with a TP and a stagecoach, and I bought them. I buy gifts for like Europeans because maybe they didn't have Cowboys and Indians sets like we did when we were kids, Right. So I bought like a Cowboys and Indians set for my drum roadie. And I'm like, dude, you'll dig this. He was like, oh, it's so cool, but you can have it. It's like buying a cardigan for someone. And the guy's like, it's kind of cool, but you can have it. He's like,
you have it.
So he gave it back to me. I'm like, what am I going to do with a set of Cowboys and Indians? So I was on tour at Malmsteen. I was playing double bass. I had 2 bass drums. And I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. I know the set. Not bored. I'm like, I got plenty of time before the sound check. So I took the Cowboys here, and I took tape, and I made a whole Cowboy setting here.
On the bass drums.
And across on the other bass drum, I put the Indians. And the middle was the Grand Canyon. So they were having a battle between. And we did so Malmsteen comes out, we're like, yeah, we're rocking. It's like the 3rd song. And he notices Cowboys and Indians on the bass drums. The dude, he's like 8 foot tall with the cowboy boots. As he's rocking in solos, not playing rhythm. He's trying to kick the Cowboys off, and he gets everything but the stagecoach. And it's like, and he's trying to get the stagecoach, and I'm going, I can't believe this is happening. You know what I mean? And then he goes for the teepee, and he's persistent, man. It's like, and he got everything but the stagecoach and the teepee. It was amazing.
Oh my God, that's great story.
And he didn't announce me for 3 days after. He's like, on drums. Anyway.
That's great, man. Well, we got to have more with John Macaluso. John, we're going to jam now. What do you want to hear?
I got to tell you, man. It's so good to be here.
It's
so good to be here. When in Rome. What about the guy with the Roman nose? He's got that Roman nose. Because it's Roman all over his face.
Hey! What do you want to hear?
What?
What do you want to jam to right now? What do you want to hear?
I want to hear a song from that TNT record that you talked about. It's called Indian Summer. It's got double bass.
Indian Summer. Right back right after this.
Good.
Tired of the mundane and craving a genuine escape?
Tropical Manor in Daytona Beach offers just what you need. Picture yourself unwinding by the heated oceanfront pool, indulging in the fresh ocean breeze, Our cheerfully furnished cottages and suites are immaculately clean. With kitchens for added convenience, experience the vibrant tranquility you deserve. Reserve your stress-free getaway today. Go to tropicalmanor.com
or call 386-252-4920.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's ridingcounsel.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
Rocca Vaca, distilled 5 times in tailor-made copper stills from the finest Spanish Tempranillo grapes. Exceptional smoothness with a sophisticated fruit taste, and is a unique organic and gluten-free vodka. Rocca Vaca, the vodka that rocks. Enjoy responsibly. A proud sponsor of the Motorcycle Mayhem Radio Show. Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From beaded to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off. The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
Captain Shrooms, guys. Captain Shrooms, guys. Elevate your mind, unlock your potential, discover the mind-enhancing power of mushrooms. Founded by an FDNY fire captain, all natural ingredients inside. If you have depression, if you have aches, pains, or anxiety, you want to go to CaptainShrooms.com. That's Captain Shrooms, SHROOMZ.com, and get your order today. Mention Motorcycle Mayhem Radio for 20% off your order.
So, Johnny, what do you think of the pizza?
This is one slice. I asked for one slice. This is what they give you. This shit is amazing.
Looks like a Sicilian to me.
Welcome to Italy. All right, we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
Wait, you took my bass drum mic.
I'm sorry.
This thing belongs in my bass drum.
My other mic was sucking, so.
Whatever. Okay. That's good, man.
I am Johnny. You listen to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. I am with Johnny Macaluso, great friend of mine from the day.
From the day, man.
I'm really proud of you, bro. You've been through so much in the music industry. Played with so many great bands. I didn't know you started ARC.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I remember when you called me up, and ARC was a spread eagle. Was playing at the Donkey. You're like, come on down to the Donkey.
Crazy Donkey.
Yeah, Crazy Donkey.
Crazy
And
Donkey.
I hung out in the back in an open bar, and a whole big thing of beer. I was like, this is fucking great.
You thought it was an open bar. I got the bill at the end.
I know. That was awesome.
Anyway.
Now. But no, listen, you've been through so much in the music industry. You played with some great bands. Now, you opened up for Ozzy?
No, not Ozzy,
No.
but the other Sabbath singer.
Well,
Ronnie James Dio.
Ronnie James Dio. But let's give tribute because tonight is Black Sabbath last performance. Supposedly
Unbelievable.
back to the beginning.
Unbelievable.
Which my girlfriend was trying so hard to get taken. I was like, please no. Please no. We didn't get the money for this. I couldn't tell her that. Because she didn't want to hear it. All she heard was, we're going on a Italy trip, and we're going to see Black Sabbath. I'm like, yeah, please no. Anyway, that didn't work out. So we're here in Italy. So you opened up for
Dio.
Dio.
Yeah, it was crazy because I love Ronnie James Dio. And when it comes to Sabbath, I mean, I love the Sabbath albums, but here's the reality, and don't hate me for this. The year we met, we were in 7th grade, was when Blizzard of Oz came out.
Amazing album. That has to be one of the best albums ever.
But those two albums, Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman, were one recording
Did they all come out the same year?
What?
They both came out the same year?
It's one recording session, and they did like how many songs? 20 songs, I don't know.
Right.
They split it up, and they first put out Blizzard of Oz, and then they put out the Diary of a Madman album years later.
Right.
But I am a Sabbath fan, but what addicted me to Sabbath was the album Mob Rules with Dio.
You love that.
And when I was with Yngwie, the second tour we did together, the second world tour. Like I said, in those days, it was like going on a submarine. You did a real tour.
Right.
So you would say, you say goodbye to your girlfriend or your wife, and you're like, I'll be back. And then you come home 6 months later and go, my name is John. It was really
Who
a
are
tour. So we went out with Dio. So we opened for Dio on the Magica tour. And it was Doro Pesch, one of my great friends, the queen of metal. Doro Pesch opened for Yngwie, and then Yngwie opened for Dio. And
really?
Magica tour. And to be on stage with Dio, but here's the crazy thing. We went in San Francisco, the first gig.
Right.
So first gig of the tour with Dio. I'm like, where's Dio? Where's Dio? Where's Dio? I can't believe I'm gonna play with Dio.
Right.
We played the Fillmore West, and anybody who knows about music, the Fillmore was like Jefferson Airplane, and the Doors, like the West Coast. And in New York, there was the Fillmore East. You know what I mean? So famous places. So I remember entering the Fillmore, and I'm like, I'm playing the Fillmore. Oh my God, San Francisco, and a big poster of Janis Joplin with the wild turkey. And I'm like, wow, it looks like Johnny Rizzo with a wig. You know what I mean?
Could have been. Never know.
I get up there and I do the gig and I rock, and all of a sudden I run off the stage. I did rock run, you did rock star run, like, thank you everybody. Like, I got somewhere to go. Where you got to go? So I run off the stage.
You ever throw your sticks out?
I do rock run, and I run right into Dio. And Dio was standing right there, but I didn't see him. Sorry, this is no disrespect, but he's shorter than me. So boom, and I fucking run into Dio.
Right.
And he turns to me and he goes, "Great job, my son."
Wow.
Great job, my son. He was watching with the whole
Dio
band. They were watching me rock. And it was an unbelievable experience. I'm like, I cannot believe it. So we did a whole tour with Dio, and it was just incredible. But back to the Mob Rules. So Dio does his set, and it's Simon Wright on drums, not Vinny Appice.
Right.
Simon Wright, he was a drummer for AC/DC for an album. Great guy.
Right.
Whole tour with rocking. All of a sudden, one night, I hear, "Bow, down, 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 down." I go, no way. Wow, the Mob Rules. They played the Mob Rules, and it was like, are you a psychic? I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that song for like a whole tour.
That's fucking awesome, man.
He ripped it up. And just to be, at the time he was 60, and he was kind of like almost as old as we are now.
Right. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine being 60?
Holy
but
shit.
it's just an incredible experience to like rock with Dio, and a great guy, and an incredible singer. So they had that, man.
Yeah.
Cheers, baby.
Well, you know what, though? You had some great experiences, man. That's awesome, man. You played with a lot of great musicians. You have a lot of great experiences that's out there. I'm proud of you, my friend. What the fuck is this shit?
We live close to France.
Well, it reminds me when I met Lemmy from fucking Motorhead. I go to shake his hand. He gives me one of these. Hello.
Pinky swear.
Yeah.
Pinky
that
swear.
was Lemmy.
Yeah, what is that?
I was like, what the fuck is that all about?
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Who did that to you?
Lemmy.
Really?
From Motorhead, yeah.
Pinky?
Yeah, Lemmy. That was his handshake.
That's crazy.
That was Lemmy. At Sundance. Remember Sundance?
Of course.
Yeah.
Huntington, no?
Yeah, no, Sundance was in Bayshore.
The original, right?
Yes, the original.
Bayshore,
Sundance.
Oh, my God.
In Bayshore.
Like
and my buddy Dave Zausner, his band in Beijing.
Dave Zausner.
His band opened up for Motorhead one night.
Oh, sick.
And I was there. We set up his drums and everything. We're ready. and there's Lemmy doing a sound check. Ace of Spades. It was so fucking loud. And Lemmy stops in the middle of the song. It was like, no, didn't sound right. I'm like, how the fuck do you know what it sounds like? It's so fucking loud. And then I go, hey, Lemmy, how you doing? I go like this. And he goes, no, how you doing like this? Give me the pinky. Shakes my finger like that. Anyway, I met Lemmy. He was awesome. I gotta tell you.
Maybe because a lot of guys, like, it's crazy, but like Van Halen used to wear gloves. You couldn't shake his hand. Maybe it was because the hands.
Have you ever met Alex Van Halen?
A lot of them don't like to shake hands because, you know, when you're hanging out in the bar, you meet a lot of people. Hey, motherfucker.
Hey, I have a question for you. I heard a story one time. When you went to college in California with Timmy Hart. Timmy, we miss you, brother.
Timmy.
Did Alex Van Halen once say that you were one of the best drummers he ever heard in his life?
Here's another $50. What was that?
I heard a story. Someone told me that Alex Van Halen said that you were
Alex
the best.
Van Halen?
Alex Van Halen.
I mean, if that's true, I mean, I'm
No, I don't
going
know.
to quit right now.
I've heard that.
It doesn't get better. I mean, you're talking about, get this thing out of here.
Hey, he's a fucking fly.
Unbelievable.
Maybe he said it.
I mean,
I heard that story. You got a fan. We got fans.
It's not Sunday. I got to take a shower tomorrow. That's the
All right.
problem.
On this note, we're going to come back right after these messages. And we're going to play some tunes. What do you want to hear?
I want to hear myself rock on the drums. The first song on my solo album. This is called Soul in Your Mind. And it's a play on words. Soul in your mind. It's all in your mind or soul in your mind. Oh,
Soul in your mind. We'll be right back right after this.
Tired of the mundane and craving a genuine escape?
Tropical Manor in Daytona Beach offers just what you need. Picture yourself unwinding by the heated oceanfront pool. Indulging in the fresh ocean breeze, our cheerfully furnished cottages and suites are immaculately clean. With kitchens for added convenience, experience the vibrant tranquility you deserve. Reserve your stress-free getaway today. Go to tropicalmanor.com
or call 386-252-4920.
When a motorcycle rider calls me, it's both a blessing and a curse. I'm Richard Jaffe, motorcycle accident attorney at Riding Counsel. I'm trusted by injured bikers under some of the most tragic circumstances when they get hurt in an accident. Want an injury lawyer who rides? I do. Want an injury lawyer with experience? I've been doing this for more than 3 decades. Want an injury lawyer who wins? I've recovered millions from my motorcycle accident clients. Want an injury lawyer who understands and respects the bond between bikers? Then call me. Don't talk to the insurance company without talking to me first. Go to ridingcounsel.com on your phone and click to call. That's RIDINGCOUNSEL.com. No one plans on getting hurt on a ride, but you need to call me if it happens.
Rocavaca, distilled 5 times in tailor-made copper stills from the finest Spanish Tempranillo grapes. Exceptional smoothness with a sophisticated fruit taste and is a unique organic and gluten-free vodka. Rocavaca, the vodka that rocks. Enjoy responsibly. A proud sponsor of the Motorcycle Mayhem radio show. Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off. The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore.
Captain Shrooms, guys. Captain Shrooms, guys. Elevate your mind, unlock your potential, discover the mind-enhancing power of mushrooms. Founded by an FDNY fire captain, all natural ingredients inside. If you have depression, if you have aches, pains, or anxiety, you want to go to CaptainShrooms.com. That's Captain Shrooms, SHROOMZ.com, and get your order today. Mention Motorcycle Mayhem Radio for 20% off your order.
Hey everybody, Bob, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Sandusky Bike Week. We're right here at the North Coast Rock and Race Saloon. Guess who I ran into? Billy Grotto. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, Bob? Good to see you,
man.
man.
It's good to see you. Twisted Tea, guys. I'll be honest with you, dude. I hadn't really tried one. And since I got here at Sandusky Bike Week, I just wanted something different. And the bartender says, try this. It's Twisted Tea. Dude, that's all I've drank for 9 days. And I'm not kidding. I really, really enjoy it.
That's how we get you. You know what I mean? It's like try one, and then the rest of it, we get you hooked for life. We're like the drug dealer. Right. But it's good drug.
But the first one wasn't free, though. What's up with that?
Oh, yeah. No, Lauren, I owe you one.
There you go. No, but seriously, it's good. What are you doing here at the Rock and Ranch Saloon today?
So we had the big Jasmine Cane rock and roll ride, which is awesome. I know everybody just left. I wish I could be on it, but somebody's got to work. And Rockin' Ranch is a cool spot here at the in the middle of Ohio Bike Week, which is awesome. You got vendors out here, you got bands playing, you know, and we just love Ohio Bike Week. It's just a great event.
Yeah, we need it to grow. So, you know, everybody out there, check out maybe next year, 2026. Get on to Ohio, man. It's a great area, great things going on, downtown concerts right here at the ranch. So, man, I appreciate you taking a minute. Are you still a fan of Motorcycle Mayhem Radio?
Always, man. Now, listen, if you're not listening, you should be. Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, Bob, they do a great job. So get on the air and listen up.
Thanks. Hey, for Billy Grotto and Bob, I'm on the road.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? We are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. I am Johnny Rizzo. You are watching, or you're listening. Depends on where you are. You'll be watching us on Roku, Fire Stick, Google, Apple TV. Doesn't matter. We are everywhere on our podcast.
Dovunque. We're in Rome with the poco italiano.
That's right.
Maybe it's the only two words I know, but dovunque is everywhere. And ovunque is another one. And ravioli, so maybe three.
I can't even say the fucking town Calorici right. Am I saying it right? Calorici.
Catalice.
Can you say it? Calorici.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Bo is the best word in Italian.
Bo?
Let me tell you about bo. This is an important word, okay?
I've been saying...
it means, I don't know. Check this out. It's like cheat yet in America, in New York. Cheat yet? Did you eat yet? Cheat yet? They have bo, which means I don't know. So
bo.
You got a serious question like, hey man, blah, 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 when you went how many years was it? And the guy goes, bo. But the word stretches as you go.
Bo.
Exactly. But it's like, what the hell are you talking about? Bo. And you got to move the body back. Anyway.
Bo.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck.
We got a wedding up there. And they're all looking at us.
Right.
Like we're fucking crazy.
What are they doing over there? I'd say, there's the pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
Or maybe the small
we're
connections.
crashing that.
Small
we are
connections.
crashing that wedding.
Yeah.
We are going up there. Pigs in a blanket all the way.
Yeah, I already did, man.
Yeah?
I'm joking.
I love this beer, man. This beer here.
This is good. This is you in about another, 10, 15 years.
That's right. Can I get that? Because we are moving somewhere, me and Dawn. I don't know if it's Europe. I don't know if it's Florida. I don't know if it's like 3 houses down from where we are, but we're fucking moving somewhere. We're getting the fuck out of New York, that's for sure, right? My honey. So we got that big Black Sabbath concert going on tonight.
Yeah. How sick is that, man?
I'm not really, I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I'm more of an 80s guy. Ozzy. Not Black Sabbath too much. When her band plays out, and they play Into the Void, I want to put my head in a fucking, like a cheese shredder. All right?
I got to tell you something, man. Because I'm going to forget. Because those things happen when you get to be our age.
Yeah, I know.
I got to tell you this.
Yeah.
You mentioned Into the Void. So if you know Typo Negative, Pete Steele.
Yes.
We all love Pete Steele. So one time I got to play with him. I played the show every Friday night or Saturday. No, the rehearsal was Fridays, but on Saturday in Don Hills in New York City, we would do the Bitch show. And the Bitch had maybe 20 girls a night, always different, going up and singing rock and heavy metal songs.
Right.
Yeah, Bitch nights, right? But sometimes you'd have a male guest. And all of a sudden one day, it's Pete Steele in front of me. He's like, huge, and he's looking at me, and the eyes, man. I'm like, it's Pete Steele. Like,
who
right
the
in
fuck
front.
is
Yeah.
Who is he?
Typo Negative singer.
Typo Negative. All right. Is that a Long Island band, by the way?
What?
Is that a Long Island band?
No, man. It's. I think it's as Brooklyn as it gets.
Really?
Yeah.
Typo Negative. All right.
Black #1. Black. Anyway.
Okay.
So if you know him, incredible, man. So we do Into the Void.
You play?
We do Into the Void.
Are you playing drums?
I play in drums. Pete Steele and a girl named I think she played Ariana.
Doro. No.
So we do rehearsal. All is good. Fuck, I'm like, holy shit, like, 'cause I'm a fan of the dude, you know. And then we do the gig, and this happens, man. He looks at me, gives me a thumbs up, and he takes the SM57 like this, right? And he goes, no, primo, SM57. No. He goes like this. He looks at me, and he goes, phew, the whole mic, and the thing comes flying without the cable. Boom. And just misses my head. And he goes like this to me. He dives in the audience, and they take him away. And it's the last time I ever seen him. He died. Yeah.
Really?
What an ending for me.
That's what I'm saying about. Tell me if I'm wrong, John. All right.
Beautiful.
Don't like when I say this, and there's some people out there that don't agree with me, but it's Black Sabbath's last performance right now, supposedly.
Amalia, sorry. Amalia is the violin.
But supposedly, I would love to be there if he dropped dead. If he dropped dead on stage, how fucking awesome would that be? I got a friend of mine, Joe Arena. You know Joe? Joe Arena.
Of course.
You know Joe Arena? Good friend of mine.
I love the guy.
Joe Arena is a good friend of mine.
A good friend, student of mine.
Right.
Yeah, he's great.
Him and his girlfriend at the time flew to California to watch Motley Crue's last performance. They spent thousands of dollars. Flight, hotel, ticket.
When was this?
Thousands.
I think they're still gigging.
It's like 2014 or whatever it was. Whatever that last gig was supposed to be. The last final show. They spent all that money. Got the book saying Motley Crue's last show. And like you just said. And they're still fucking out there.
I don't know.
But.
But
wait a minute. Black Sabbath. If Ozzy dropped dead tonight on stage, then you were at the last performance. Am I right?
Oh, man. What are you saying? If I died on stage? I don't know.
That'd be John Macaluso's last performance.
I mean,
I got to see John Macaluso. Not that he's retiring, coming back.
Put it this way. I'm going to have to play till I die.
Exactly. But I got to tell you, man, it's been a great night with you, Johnny.
Amazing.
And, we love being here in Italy, man.
We're going to get carbonara. If you cook the carbonara, if you cook the eggs too long, your spaghetti turns into breakfast. That could be a problem.
There you go. Well, when Dawn told me that we're going to Italy, the first thing I thought about was We got my buddy John Macaluso. Am I right?
Unbelievable.
We changed our trip. We're supposed to be in Florence right now. Florence, Tuscany, and Pisa. I got to try to hold that fucking building up. All right? I'm going to change it to pizza, by the way.
You lost out on a photo going like this.
I know. Everybody does that, right?
Traumatic. I understand, but we're going to have a good time tonight. Trust me.
But when you told me you were recording, you were available tonight, I said, we got to go July 5th. We got to go.
It's not every day Johnny Boy comes into town, man.
I am very proud to say I'm with my buddy.
No, you, not Johnny Boy. You're the Johnny Boy.
Yes, Johnny Boys.
Technically.
John Macaluso playing in great bands, TNT. Ingve Malmsteen, who was a dick, by the way. Right? I'm sorry. Was he a dick, though? Like,
huh?
Was he a dick or?
Nah, he's legendary, man.
Legendary.
He's just a legendary.
But I love Ingve.
Legendary rocker. You're legendary.
Yeah. You're legendary.
The first time I heard, I don't know. We were probably, hanging out together in seventh grade.
Somewhere. Yeah. But here I am, Johnny Rizzo with John Macaluso. Right? I am with Bella Tambora and his beautiful wife. What's her name?
Emanuela. Manu.
Emanuela. I can't say it. I can't even say Clarici.
Anyway, amazing time. So what do you say?
Let's go drinking.
What a blast. Thank you.
One more beer.
Yeah.
I love you, Bella. We are out of here. Good night, everybody. Woo! Man, this is our last night in Ravello. This place is amazing. Look at the view we have out there, first of all. Well, dinner we're having tonight. Just simply beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm having my pasta with garlic and oil. Some sun-dried tomatoes in here, right? We got sauteed spinach with garlic. The one has some raviolis. Look at those tomatoes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is the best pasta I've ever eaten in my life. And it's like, you got to realize, you can say, oh, you know what, we're from New York. We got the best food in New York. Forget we're in Italy. The best food's here. And this restaurant, we're literally right next to our Airbnb. We walk 10 feet from it. And we got the same view from our place. It's great food. We're going to miss it here, but we're doing more of our adventure tomorrow. We're going to Clarici, where Dawn's family is from. So we're spending 2 nights there. And that's going to be not touristy at all. It's going to be a real Italian town. That we're going to be eating some real Italian food there. I mean, not that this ain't real, but I'm saying, like a regular town, no tourists. And then after that, we're going to go see Padre Pio. Then we're heading up to Venice. And then to Rome, Florence, then Rome again. So that's our trip. And we're going to Tuscany as well. And in the middle of that, we're getting a motorcycle somehow. So back to my eating. See you guys later.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.